Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. Somebody here is deciding not to be involved in it. He's playing a game. He's not in the mood.
Shut your face. No, it's not.
She's like, oh, I said it's she. Whoops. He's like, give me water. Why does this not have ice? I do not want to do this outside. And then we did it. We were gonna do it in the other room, and then the recording in the other room. And then he was like, "No, I kind of like how we did it last time." Which I mean, yeah, it's okay, but come on, we were in the front yard and the backyard.
It's always a fight. It's always a fight with you. Before we start, it's always, no, I want this. No, I want that. I just said that I think it looks better when it's half and not the full body. Nobody wants to look at my feet.
You don't know, what if we get more views on your feet?
Hit the DMs.
Actually, in our comments, somebody said to do the next episode shirtless.
Oh, for me. I know who that was, but I won't say who.
I'm sorry, not yet.
But you know who you are.
Not yet.
Not yet. Hold up. I don't remember having this talk.
Maybe in a year.
Maybe. Huge maybe.
Depending on the views.
I think it's more depending on the income.
And the income.
We're probably gonna
send money, so so the next episode he's shirtless.
Don't say that. Don't say that, because they gonna fucking do it. And I ain't gonna do it. They gonna get they gonna get a refund.
It's for the fans.
Yeah, for the fans or for the views? Essentially both.
Yeah. Both.
All right. So, here we are with the second episode. You know what's crazy? I think we have like no direction. But I think we just haven't hit that. Like, I don't know how to say it. Because I know there's people that plan their episodes. But it's like, I don't think we're at that stage where we can plan it. I wanted to come natural. I feel like we did talk
about it though. We talked about some things that we wanted, like some topics and stuff like that. And then I feel like once we have the camera rolling, like throw away the whole topic we had mentioned and just start talking about what we want to talk about. I
expect it to happen a lot more than normal. It's gonna be like, hold up, y'all titled your title this, but y'all talked about this more than that.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the good thing about not planning, because if we plan it, we're like, our next episode is gonna be about this and this and this, and then on the episode we're just talking about something totally different, or like we barely touched the subject.
And then on top of that, it is incredibly hard to get the same time available to record a freaking episode, which I think is funny. I mean, I don't let it get me upset or anything, but I'm just like, damn, we need to record the second episode.
Yeah, actually we did record something, but we just didn't like it.
Yeah,
and we'll probably upload it later on, just not yet.
I think some of you might have seen the pictures we uploaded. Is that we went on a hike in Sedona. It was a last minute thing. Well, no, we went to Sedona, but it was a last minute decision to go on that hike.
Yeah.
And
it was like the morning of, we're like, we should just go hiking. And I'm like,
yeah. And then we went to Devil's Bridge. I don't know if any of you will know what that is, but we went there and we did it. We made it all the way up. I'm more proud of me because, gosh, I was ready to die on the last like 10 minutes of that thing.
He was ready to quit, and I was like, no, we're almost there. And I just kept telling him that we're almost there.
And then people that were coming down were telling us like, don't give up, you're almost there. You're literally almost there. And I was just like, dude, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so done. Yeah. But once we made it up there, I was like, damn, this is a beautiful ass view. I was like, all right, I did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did record some stuff for it, but yeah, we didn't like it. We were like, no, it's not. It's
well, one, I didn't like it because, ni arreglada ni nada, like, and then I was sweating and all the dirt was on my face. You could tell, like.
And then it was a terrible decision because we weren't prepared for a hike. Yeah. Like, I was wearing uncomfortable ass shoes. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. When we were up there, I was scared. It was really, really high. I was like,
Oh yeah, we were up there too. So. There's a picture, but I don't think I uploaded it. On the bridge itself, it's literally just like a rock. And like from the top of where we were looking at it, it looks like it's very like thin, narrow? No, what's the word? Yeah.
Narrow.
But once you're on there, it's pretty spacious, but like There's not like any rails or nothing. Like you could fall and die. And I decided, you know what? I want to sit on the edge of it. Elizabeth about almost had a heart attack.
I did. I was like, Josh, oh my God. The lady behind me.
Oh yeah, there was a lady.
There was a lady behind me, and she was just terrified of heights. Heights. And she was crying, and then she was like, "Oh my God, time to get off, time to." And I was just
she started crying more.
So nervous, trying to take the picture. I was like praying to God, like, please don't freaking slip. Don't. I do not want to see my friend die.
And I don't know if it was you or the lady that told me get up slowly, like don't get up fast.
Yeah, it was her. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get up slowly.
You actually tricked me too. You made me think you fell.
That okay? That was kind of mean to me, but
he was standing on the edge.
It was not on the bridge though. It was like a different part before getting to the bridge. There was like this, like just another edge, like where you can see.
A lot of people just take pictures there.
Yeah, and I decided to go there, and there was like loose gravel or sand, whatever the heck you want to call it, and she was turned away because she didn't want to look since I was going to the edge. So I slid my foot and I said, "Oh no!" And like I made it sound like I fell.
I turned around
she
so quick.
Immediately turned around and
I was like on my knees on the ground. I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, my heart.
Her heart sank to her stomach.
Yeah.
It was like
it was so. I was like, I hate you so much.
It was a little bit funny, but I did feel bad because I was like, she looked like she got scared. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that again. Yeah. But yeah, that poor lady though, she really was crying. She was crying.
She was terrified. Her husband got on the bridge, and she was just, "Don't do it, don't go." She was just like yelling at him from the other side. And I was just like, poor lady, she's terrified.
Yeah, but I think she wasn't the only one. There was like other ladies like going, "Oh my God, look what he's doing," and I was like,
"Did you upload the picture though?"
I did. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I didn't upload it. I don't know why. Matter of fact, I didn't upload anything. I don't think.
Suck.
I don't think. Y'all see why I didn't want to upload it? I heard that the entire hike up. You suck. Come on, don't give up.
No.
Wow, you're pathetic.
You're lying.
You suck.
That was the total opposite.
Like, you had this idea and you're gonna give up. Wow.
Is that how you wanted me to talk to you?
No, please.
Would that made you walk faster?
No.
Or motivate you more?
Nah, that probably made me walk back down and be like, F you, I'm leaving. You can stay here.
Stay here. Find a ride home.
Oh, and then I don't know if you were inside the store, but on that same trip, I had stopped at a convenience store. It was after the hike. I don't know if you were in there when that lady was like crashing out on the cashier.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not trying to make fun of her or anything, but like she was like fighting with the cashier about how supposedly they took some money from her account and like how was she gonna feed her kids and stuff like that. And then she started going on about how she was gonna take that exact amount that they took from her account. That's the product she was gonna take and just walk out. And I was just like, damn, bro. But like she sounded like super aggressive, like. But the funny part to me is the cashier was just looking at her like, yeah,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So when I went up to pay, she was like, this stupid, like, just, and then I was like, ooh, and then she's trying over here, like, and she tried to tell me the cheese man, but the lady walked back.
You walked back then. I think that's when I also walked back in.
And I was like, I kind of want to stay there.
Yeah, that cashier was just like, dude, I don't care. Like
She's like, I've never done that before, and we're not allowed to do that. And the lady's like, I've done it here before, and she's like, not with me. And it was just like a whole thing. I was like, oh.
Because I think then she got on the phone with corporate. No, supposedly she said that corporate told her that she could just go to the store and do that. And I was like, I highly doubt they told you could do that, but okay. No. And then they were calling the supervisors from that store, and I don't know. I was just like, damn, that lady was on about it. Like, she was going to walk out with that exact amount they took.
Her boyfriend, husband, or whoever was with her, the guy that was with her, he was just, like, kind of pleading to her, like, just leave it alone. Like, let's just go. Like,
I think I heard him tell her at one point, like, just let it go. And I was like, I think he was embarrassed. Like, I feel like he was like, oh, my gosh. Like, because he left the store. He didn't even wait inside anymore.
Yeah, he didn't. He was like, nope. But we weren't even prepared for that hike either.
No, we weren't. We really weren't.
I was in jeans and just a plain shirt and just plain sneakers. Like, it wasn't even like hiking shoes at all. And then we only took his water.
Oh yeah, luckily I had my water, but like I think pretty much that same spot where I almost gave up when we had like 10 minutes left, we were gonna run out of water. And then the lady came down and asked us if we had enough water. She gave us some of her water, but I think if it wouldn't have been for that lady, our way down, it would have been hell. It would have been hell because we would have had no water
at all.
So no, yeah, we like honestly a rookie mistake. Like we were so unprepared.
It wasn't even like a rookie mistake. It was just like we didn't prepare. We didn't think about it. We were just like, let's just go. And then that's it. Like we didn't think like, oh, we're gonna need water. We should probably change. No. I think it was like on a Tuesday too, was it?
No, it was a Wednesday.
It was a Wednesday?
I think it was a Wednesday, yeah.
It was like on a Wednesday.
And I was wearing cargos, and I was wearing thick cargos, so it was hot.
Yeah.
But it was like right when like, it wasn't like really hot yet, but it was starting to get hot.
Yeah, it was like the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, in the beginning.
Did it rain? Did it rain that day? I think it rained, but not while we were doing the hike.
No.
Yeah, it rained afterwards.
I think on our way back. Well, it didn't even rain, como chispeando.
Yeah.
Kind of cloudy, just.
Oh, dude. I remember when we were getting there, and I was gonna try to pull, cause like I took the wrong turn at some point, and my maps was gonna make me take a huge route just to do a U-turn. And I was like, dude, no, I'm just gonna pull the side of the road and do the U-turn here. Remember when I made the U-turn, I didn't calculate how far the gravel was from the pavement. So when I went to the side, you just hear my car go. I was like, oh my God.
Challenger.
And you hear the boom. I was like, yeah, I forgot that my car's kind of low. And I was like, no, it hurt me. I was like, oof. It was a loud thud. I was like, oopsies. It's like when y'all run into the freaking sidewalks. I know how y'all feel now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but mine, it was a oopsie that I want to cry. I was like, that sounded like it could be expensive.
You mean luckily, like when we hit the curb? Nothing.
Luckily, nothing happened though. At least, well, my car's still running. So I don't think anything happened.
I actually made it through the days that it was raining really hard too.
Yeah.
So I guess it's fine.
It's fine, considering my car drowned once. Some people know that story. But I'm not going to retell it. Sorry, y'all. It was too embarrassing.
You drowned your car.
But other than that, we haven't really done too much because we've just been busy.
Yeah, well, I've been just working.
Oh,
working. He actually, tú también trabajas. You're gonna work tomorrow too. Tomorrow's Saturday.
Oh, you had to remind me.
Yeah.
I don't usually work Saturday,
too.
guys, and I'm working the first Saturday in probably like 8-9 months. Like, I hate it. Obviously, when the video's uploaded, it's already gonna be past, but I'm not feeling Saturday tomorrow. I used to work a lot of weekends, and I'm happy to not work weekends anymore, but I had to miss last Monday, so I was like, I'll work Saturday.
Oh, so you're just making it up?
In a way, yeah, because I had already requested to have that day off, but I didn't want to lose the day, so I was like, I almost bit my tongue. I was like, can I work Saturday? And they're like, what? And I'm like, can I work Saturday? They're like, you're coming in on a Saturday? And I was like, don't get used to it. I immediately said, don't get used to it.
They're like, we have to take advantage of this opportunity.
And next week, we had some technical difficulties. The last thing I was talking about was work, and they're making me work Saturday. And I said that the next time they're going to be like, yeah, Josh, we're trying to schedule you off Thursday, so can you work Saturday? I'm be like, I told y'all not to get used to that. I'm not doing it. I ain't coming. And if you schedule me, I'm going to call out. I'm like, I probably wouldn't call out, but I'd be very upset the whole day. I'd be slamming stuff on my desk. Like, Josh, can you get that report for what? What do you need it for right now? Can't you print it yourself?
No, it's because when you open that door, they just take advantage of it.
And they're going to be like, Josh, come to the office. Damn.
This is your warning.
My boss, like, you can't talk to me like that. You know, it hurts my feelings. And I'd probably feel very bad if I ever made any of my bosses cry. Especially if they're not being mean. They're just asking me for something and I'm just in a bad mood. Damn, this is some good tequila. I'm just kidding. It's water.
I was about to say, and you don't share.
You know what? What is your craziest work story? If you have one.
And my current job?
Any work story.
Oh.
I have mine.
I don't know if I can really. Well, as long as I don't say names.
Don't say names. Yeah. I mean, I'll find out.
One of my coworkers was sleeping with my boss. and apparently he had been flirting with multiple women at work.
Damn, they must have really wanted that raise. Did they get something out of it?
Huh?
Yo thought chismoso. I'm like, did they get something out of it?
No.
Ah, just pa' qué, güey, no mames.
No, I think she just, he was married, by the way. I think that's okay. That, and then there was this one time where this girl had a whole seizure because she drank so much Monster during the day. But she was like 4'11", and they had been telling her like, dude, you're really small. I don't think you should be drinking. I don't think you should be drinking that much energy drinks. A lady cussed me out because I told her we didn't have Oreo ice cream at one of my jobs. She was like in my face.
I'll be like, best I could do, bro, is Chips Ahoy.
And I was like, you see this freezer, ma'am? You see how it's not there? Check behind the freezer. And I was like, what is here is all that I have. And she was like cussing me out. And then I was like, we have small, because she wanted the big 5-gallon one. And I was like, that's all we have. And if it's not there, then it's not there.
5 gallons.
Yeah, and she was just cussing me out. And then I was like, and then the manager came out.
So they wanted a 5-gallon.
Yeah, they wanted a 5-gallon, and the manager came out and she was like, what's going on? And then she's like, this fucking bitch doesn't want to give me ice cream.
Damn.
And I was like, it's not that I don't want to give it to you. I would give it to you. I would gladly give it to you for you to leave me alone, but we don't have it. Sorry for the cussing, but that's what she said. I'm just repeating what she said.
Hey, we're adults. Curse words. Woohoo.
And so...
Look, if y'all don't like curse words, just deal with it. It ain't gonna be constant. But I think for me, I think I only have one. Because, I mean, I haven't had many jobs. So, it was when I was in... I mean, I could say, when I was living in Virginia, there was... I won't say too much details, but, like, there was this couple that, like, they had been separated. They had kids and everything. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell the story. So, like, I had just gotten off of work, like, 30 minutes before it happened. Like, I was working that day. I got off. And then I go in the next day, and then my boss tells me, like, oh, some crazy stuff happened yesterday. Like, I can't believe this happened. And I was like, what happened? So apparently there was this couple. The girl was in a car. Guy was in the other car. And she had to stop where, like, you put air in your tires. And, like, he parked behind her. She came into the store, and, like, then he was putting air in her tires and everything. So, like, it looked normal. Mm-hmm. It looked pretty normal.
Yeah.
And then, I guess she came into the store. He came in behind her after he put air. And then my boss said, like, she could tell, like, they were kind of, like, arguing back and forth a little bit. Mm-hmm. And she had said that the guy was being, like, a little aggressive or whatever. But, like, she was, like, keeping an eye just in case, you know. Yeah. But, like, I guess inside the story it didn't escalate. So then they go back outside. She gets in her car. And then he's standing on the passenger side. And then he's, like, talking to her. And you could just see it through our cameras. Like, you can see, but you can't hear it because it's too far. Mm-hmm. But you can see that he's talking to her, and then you can see, like, the body movement. Like, you could tell that, like, he was arguing, fighting.
They were fighting.
And, like, she was, like, I guess she was yelling at him, too. And then at the one point, you could see, like, the car go from, like, park to, like, drive. Like, you can see the brake light, like, the back lights. Mm-hmm. And then at some point, I don't know, obviously we don't know what was said. So at some point, literally, the dude pulls out a gun and shoots her through the sunroof.
Oh my God.
And I think he shot her like 5-6 times. Like,
Jesus.
And this was the mother of his kids, by the way. There was baby seats in the car. Luckily, no kids.
Oh my God.
So after that in the video, you can see the car takes off because it was in drive. And it hit one of the little trees we had in the parking lot. And the tires were just spinning. And then a regular customer at the time, like, kind of saw it happen. And he went to the car to just, like, turn off the car. And, like, he said what he saw in there was, like, really graphic. Obviously, the lady did pass away. Like, she did. Later that day, the cops obviously were looking for him. They got into a chase, I believe. And then they got into a shootout. And the guy did shoot a cop. The cop made it, but they did shoot the guy. And he died, too, the same day. I was like, damn. My thing was, like, bro, I left 30 minutes before that happened. I'm like, that's kind of crazy. It's very sad, honestly. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn, y'all lost both your parents the same day.
Yeah.
But it was just crazy to me. I'm like, damn, that's what makes me think sometimes, like, your life could be gone in an instant.
Yeah.
Like that was
also,
crazy.
You gotta be careful who you're dating. Like that, I feel like that's crazy.
I mean, the story was that they've been split. Like they were separated, but I guess he was like I don't know. I guess he was still like a very jealous guy. Like even though they were separated.
It's just like, dude, some people are just freaking crazy.
To me, like what I got out of it was mostly sad. Apart from her losing losing her life. Sorry, was like the kids. Like damn, bro, now you don't got your mom or your dad now. Yeah. Like the same day, both of them.
The way that you lost both of them is crazy too. It's just like no.
Yeah. But in the video, the video when I saw like when he pulled it out and shot, I was like, holy crap! I can't believe that happened where I work. I'm like, that was crazy.
I worked at a warehouse. I won't say which one, right? Because it's like a big name one. But my manager there, I guess her husband was really jealous too. And she was very flirty. I'm not going to lie. She was very flirty. And he didn't like that. And I guess he caught her being flirty at work when he went to go pick her up. And you can see like in the camera too, because I used to be like friends with security. Because at first they thought it was me. They're like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Like, what happened? And I'm just like, what are you talking about? And they're like, did your boyfriend beat you? And I was like, no. And they're like, let me see. They're like looking at me because they were older men too. And I was like, no. And then they're like, oh, it's because he's like, look, come here. They took me to the booth and they were showing me the video. And he got off the car and just dragged her inside the car, shut the door, locked the door, drove off with her. And then like at some point she opened the door and you can see where he reaches for her, like grabs her and just like drags her back in and tries to drive off while like not even closing the door, just grabbing her by the hair, I think. And he I guess he manages to put the car in park again, gets off, throws her, like hits her a few times, throws her in the car, shuts the door, and then drives off. I mean, and then she kept calling off, and then like days later, like I want to say like weeks later, she came back and we're like, what the hell happened? Like, where have you been? And she had a freaking broken arm, like a freaking...
Dude, damn.
She was so bad, like, and she had a scar right here, and she was telling us that he was driving so crazy and like beat her so bad that he tried to freaking kill her and like freaking cut her right here too. Like, I was just like, oh my God.
Whoever this lady was, I hope she got away from that, because that is crazy.
I was like, oh my God.
Regardless, some people are gonna be stupid. They'll say like, oh, she was flirting. Like, yeah, that's not right, but like, it's also not right to get beat almost to death. Like, that is crazy, dude. Like, just leave.
He almost killed her, I guess, but it's just,
That one's actually crazy.
Yeah.
But again,
it reminds me of stories of my ex, but we're not gonna talk about that yet.
I think at some point, not today, but at some point for a future video, I think one of our, I don't think we're gonna have a main topic ever. Maybe later on.
Yeah.
But I think one of them should be like relationships. Like, yeah.
Maybe.
It's still gonna take some time, but you know, I mean, me myself, I have not been in many relationships, but I got stories.
I think I've only had like, well, now 2 official relationships, right? My first official relationship is the one I had with the dad of my daughters. Yeah, it's really crazy. I'm just gonna say that. It was very toxic. Ooh. But we'll go into details another time.
We're letting out the sopa.
Talking about that, we did post a few days ago for people to share their cheesemate with us. Which,
I'm gonna pause real quick. Tell us more. Interact more, y'all. The ones who are seeing this video today, follow our Instagram, the MnC Podcast. Because sometimes we'll be posting questions where you can give us some stories. We're not going to give names, obviously. We're not doing that. But we want to know more stories to tell at the end, you know?
Yeah.
But what's the one, because you saw it first. So do you want to say the one they told us? Do you remember it? I mean, we could probably read it off.
Let's see. Because I thought that one was funny.
Yeah. And again, we're not saying names.
This person said, me eché a mi primo y se embarazó. ¿Qué hago? Niégalo.
Niégalo.
Todo.
No confirmes nada, no firmes nada, no hables con nadie. Así déjalo. El siguiente?
Okay, the other one is a little bit more.
This one's crazy. But again, we promise we ain't saying names.
We ain't saying names.
We ain't saying names.
Here, you read that one.
All right, I'll read this one. All right, so this one says, I was friends with benefits with my guy best friend from high school for like 5 years. Once things ended, me and his twin brother started messing around too. I also used to talk/date their cousin. Damn.
Next is the dad. And maybe after the grandpa. Why stop there?
Hey, we're not making fun of them. Stop.
I'm not making fun of her. Were they good looking? Did they have money?
I might have to like watch out because I did put the phone down.
No.
That's okay. I'll watch out that I didn't make it visible.
How dare you?
I'm good. Whatever.
But yeah, interact with us more.
Yes, but no,
if you need advice, yeah, also just share.
If y'all think you could top that story, let us know. Not through YouTube comments. Not through YouTube comments.
No. Private DMs.
DMs on Instagram. Yeah. But yeah, if you think you can top that one.
That one's pretty crazy.
That one's good. I mean, the cousin one too. I mean,
yeah.
You got your cousin pregnant. I'm pretty sure the first one, pretty positive it was a joke, obviously.
A joke, yeah.
I mean, nobody told me this one, but I know, well, they didn't say it to us in the Instagram, but I was told by somebody else, which again, no names, that, damn, they might see this video, but it's okay. They told me that they got their, oh my gosh, they got their cousin actually pregnant. And when they found out, she ended up having an abortion. They have not talked since.
Wait, but they didn't know they were cousins?
No, they did.
They knew they were cousins?
They knew they were cousins. And I know this is going to sound like a joke, but they were from Monterrey. There's a constant joke about cousins in Monterrey, and I'm not kidding. They're actually from Monterrey. I'm just saying. I thought that was the funny part.
It's kind of like when they say Sweet Home.
But no, yeah, he told me that they did not speak. They have not spoken since.
I mean, I hope so, because it'd be weird if she got an abortion and then they went back at it. Like,
I mean, they could have. He probably just didn't want to say it, you know.
Just didn't want to tell you.
But to me, that one was crazy.
Yeah, that one's.
If you see this video and I mention that story, I'm not sorry.
We didn't say your name.
Yeah, we didn't say your name, Jesus. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That's not the name. No. That is not the name. I promise y'all. I'm joking.
You just made it up.
I just made it up.
You made it up, yeah.
Watch a random Jesus like, oh, hell no. I'm never going to tell them my story. But.
Oh, somebody also told me that he's ready to hear the chisme and he wants to see our vibe. And then if he likes our vibe, then he will share like his chisme with us. I was like, and there was a few people that were like that. They're like, we want to see how you guys are, how you guys share the chisme. If it's good, then we'll share. If not, then like we're just gonna watch. It's just like, okay. I was like, hopefully it hit like it's a vibe that you're looking for, you know. Hopefully, because we want to hear chisme. Because I get it though, because we'll know who they are. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. But, I mean, it's going to stay... But who's watching doesn't know who it is. Yeah, like, it's going to stay deal. We're never... And believe me, like, yeah, we'll tell each other the chisme because we're going to see it. Yeah. But we're never going to be like, damn, I can't believe they did. Like, no, we probably... No, it could be either very serious chisme... I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Let's just say that so y'all can feel better. Yes, I've done much worse. I started thinking, no, what have I done? I know, I started thinking too. I was like, oh shoot. Nah, I'm gonna call myself out real quick. Nah, I don't. Yeah, there's some stuff. There's some stuff, but for another time. I can't say them myself though. I don't want my chisme out there like that. Yeah, because they'll know name and face. It's crazy because it seems to me like we all have a group of friends that eventually just has a fight and we all split up and we just don't talk again. I don't... That happened to me. That happened to me senior year, senior year of high school. Like we used to have a big group and then eventually we just all dispersed. But you guys fought and then like dispersed, or you guys just kind of just stopped talking? I think we just didn't get along with everybody in there because like
So like, it was the original group, and then let's say this friend brought in this person, and then this person brought in these two people. And like at first it started good, and then it just started getting like, well, this person doesn't like that person, and well, this person doesn't get along with that one. And then it just got to the point where like we would make plans. We'd be like, well, if this person's gonna go, we can't invite this one. And then like it started becoming, and I never liked it. But I mean, I will admit, I got to a point where I didn't like some people, but only because they would talk shit. And I'll be like, yeah, see, this is why I didn't want more people to join the group.
I did try to have friend groups, but it never worked out. I was just, I tried to have friends, never worked out. I'll just say that.
I mean, my group of friends, I was very small. Very small.
Actually,
and I would give shout out to friends, but then knowing me, I'm probably gonna forget a name, and then I'm gonna be like, wow, I didn't get a shout out, and I'll be like, damn, my bad, like, I forgot.
I did have a friend group, but two of them moved school, and then we lost contact, and then like it was just
for me,
it was never like
friends
we don't like each other.
Friends that I'm cool with, but I haven't like seen or talked to them much is because they moved. Like shout out Daryl, he lives in Florida. I want to see him soon. Anthony, he lives in Cali. Oh, I haven't seen him either. Those are the only two friends I can think of that left Arizona, because I do have other friends that live in other states, but those are two that used to live here. Rios is solid. I'm gonna try to convince him to be on an episode one day, but I doubt he's gonna do it though. But I'll try to invite him.
Come on, Rios.
I don't think he'll do it.
Rios.
He'll probably just do it behind the scenes.
Behind the scene, like the Marias.
Like the Marias.
I mean, that's fine. Get out and show your face. We just want to have a conversation.
But people, please send us your chisme.
Yeah.
We wanna have like a session at the end of the episodes where we choose random chismes just to tell. Damn, they don't know that's just us wanting to know more tea about people. Just kidding.
To have more to talk about. Yeah, but if there's anything you guys want us to talk about as well, just let us know.
I think eventually, with time, I'll tell more of mine. Oh, I mean, shit, I just remembered one right now. I mean, this one's not as crazy as the other one I told, but it's still like, oh, damn. I caught two coworkers doing it at our workplace.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I walked in and I was, oh, okay, that's happening. All right, I'm gonna go. I didn't know what to do. I was like, I need to go over there, but they're in there, so I'm like, all right, let me go try to find.
I actually need to go.
No, yeah, right. Like, actually, I remembered. I don't need to go in there. I can go do something else.
I can do something else.
You would have thought.
That's happened to me before.
You would have thought they were gonna stop. They didn't stop.
No way.
I was like, bro.
They're like, it's more exciting.
Hey, look, there's people like that. They like that thrill of people knowing they're doing shit. Like, you kinky bastards.
That has happened to me. It has happened to me, and I'm just like, I closed that door so quick.
I can't confirm.
But I didn't slam it because I was like, I don't know if I should.
I can't confirm it, but pretty sure there was a couple on one of my plane rides one time. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could say they had a cover on them because it was cold, but...
It's like that couple with the towel.
You hear stuff, and then you're like, I think they're doing something. And I immediately was like, I'm going to go. Oh, my God, girl. Not quite, but almost. And I was like, I'm just going to put my AirPods back on. I was like, all right. Yeah, I'm like, they were pretty happy on that plane.
We got time, baby.
They definitely had time.
Yeah.
It was a long flight.
I would take the bus from here to Mexico, and there was a time where I was on that bus, and there was a couple in the back, and yeah, they had just a blanket over themselves. And I'm like...
It's like, how more obvious can you make it, though? It's like,
And I feel so bad. There was an old lady, because you know how there's two, like, there's an aisle that you walk down.
Yeah, there's the left side and the right side. Yeah.
They were like in the back, and there was an old lady like across from them, and I was like in front of grandma.
In front of grandma. That's crazy. In front of grandma.
I was like, oh my gosh, like no. No. And then it was weird because we had to do a stop. And so to use bathroom, to eat, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm in the bathroom and the girl comes to me and she was like, hey, what part of Mexico are you going to? And then I was like, I know which one you are, right?
Oh, it was that girl?
So we did a stop. We went to the restroom. We got off, and the girl came up to me, and she like said hi to me. And then she was like, "Where are you going? What part of Mexico are you going to?" And then like I saw her, and then I was like, "Oh, I recognized her. It was a girl from the back seat." And I was like,
I know what you were doing. I know you.
I'm going to Durango. And then she was like, oh yeah, I'm going to Durango too. She's like, my boyfriend's family is from there. And I was like, oh, okay. And then, because I guess it stops at a big city first. Well, not a big city, but like one of the closer cities. And then from there you take a smaller bus depending on what pueblo or you're going to. And so she was like, maybe we should hang out sometime. She's like, or are you interested in like other things? And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, you're around our age. So I was like wondering if you'd be interested in like joining me and my boyfriend. And then at first I was like, you mean like on like to like the pueblo you guys go to? Like, what do you mean joining you? Like me with the innocent thought.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I can't say innocent mind, innocent thought, right? And then she was like, she looked around and I was like, that's not what she means. She looked around and she was like, oh, it's because you're really pretty and I think you're really pretty. She's like, well, I'm bi. She's like, so I like both guys and girls. So she's like, so I was wondering like if you would join us. And then I was like,
Elizabeth said yes.
I'm not interested. I was like, that's not my cup of tea. I like coffee, not tea.
You're so stupid for that.
No, but I told her I wasn't interested. But anyway, yeah, that's
still funny.
Yeah, that's the first time.
You should have just took the opportunity to be like, I mean, I know what y'all were doing on the bus, just saying.
I wouldn't do it in any public areas. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I said no. But we have come to an end for this episode.
Oh gosh, I thought to an end, like podcast forever. I'm like, we're only 2 episodes in, bro.
He got excited.
Freedom.
Ya no lo voy a tener que ver. But yes, share your stories, DM us,
please,
comment, like, follow, and see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Peace. Se la lavan.